Today's creative activity will pique the interest of most kids and most adults. Send your crew of kids or grandkids on a journey to learn about rocketry this summer. It's science, it's engineering, but most of all, it's just fun. And all you have to do is set out a few supplies. Annika Jensen is the Executive Director of the Douglas Space and Science Foundation. Welcome to Studio 5, Annika.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Great to have you. You are all about the space STEM learning with kids. Define the space for me.
So STEM, as everyone knows, is science, technology, engineering, and math. Space is all of those things that go into getting us into space. Anything from the rockets to get us off the ground to the experiments happening while in orbit to lunar bases, anything that feeds into that space program.
So bringing those two worlds together.
Yes.
No pun intended. No
Yes.
pun intended. I think we can all appreciate the idea of hands-on learning, but as moms, as grandmas, how might we enhance those hands-on learning opportunities at home?
My basic parenting and teaching philosophy, which I get from my own mother, is answer every question. If we will answer kids' questions, then they will keep asking them, which then builds that environment of wanting to learn.
Yes.
Science, by definition, is just looking at, questioning, and experimenting with the natural world. So if we encourage our kids to do that by answering the questions they're asking, then simply by answering questions, we're already engaging in scientific learning.
Answer every question.
Yes.
I love it. What a good philosophy. What a good mom you had. I can tell. I can
She's
tell.
great. Yes.
These experiments kind of focus around rocketry, as I said. Why do you want to start there?
Well, they're my personal favorite.
Oh, good.
My background is in aerospace engineering, but they demonstrate the basic laws of physics. So just your most basic science can be found in getting a rocket off the ground. But they also, depending on the age of your kids, you can include mathematics, there's chemistry, there's pick a science. I feel like it feeds into rocketry.
All right, let's go. You've got a few ideas for us. What's first?
Yes, so this one is an Alka-Seltzer rocket.
You know it's going to be a good science experiment when Alka-Seltzer is involved.
I think so, yeah. So we're going to fill it up to the line that's on my canister already. The experiment part comes in. I actually have no idea how high this rocket is going to go.
Okay.
Because I measure it differently every
like that
time.
I start to stand back.
So, yes. When you're doing this with kids, it is a good idea to put a tissue paper over the top to kind of delay your reaction. You don't want it going off in your face. I like to live on the edge, so we're doing it without a tissue today.
Wild.
But you put then inside the cap is just pieces of Alka-Seltzer. You could get the same reaction with baking soda and vinegar.
Yeah.
So the chemicals, the reaction is the same actually.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now you want to back up.
Here we go. Oh.
That landed nicely, though.
Okay,
That's
all
like
right.
an Elon Musk rocket right there, coming down on a landing pad.
Disappointed on the takeoff, maybe, but the landing.
But yes,
we
so you
nailed.
experiment with your ratio of solid to liquid, and you can get them up as high as your ceiling.
Thanks for keeping it tame for us today.
You're
here in the
welcome.
studio.
Yes.
Our lighting director appreciates it. Okay, what's next?
This one is a rocket that you can launch off of a straw.
Oh.
This is where mathematics comes in. If you want to start calculating trajectories, you practice with what angle do I need to shoot to get the maximum distance. You're also experimenting with mass. This rocket, actually, I built it ahead of time. It's pretty heavy. It doesn't look it because it's small, but it's covered in tape, and I used most of a piece of paper.
Okay.
So you just take a piece of paper, regular printer paper, construction paper, whatever paper you have. You're gonna. Do you want to build one with me?
Sure, I'd love to.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So you take your pencil.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll use the pencil because it will leave an opening for us to put our launcher in it afterwards.
Okay.
You want to get as tight a roll as you can, but we have built these rockets. Just last week we ran a camp for 5-year-olds, and 5-year-olds build these rockets. They aren't necessarily going to be pretty. The idea is just to get a tube going.
I hate when people set me up like that because now the pressure is to succeed like a 5-year-old did.
If you can
That's
roll
pressure,
this rocket,
Annika.
you're doing all right.
Okay, hold on. I'm not even, but I'm rolling. Okay, got it?
Yeah, now you're going to tape your body in rocket body in place. Maybe a second one. Hold it tighter.
Thanks.
And then we need something to contain the force.
Right.
So Newton's third law tells us that things react in equal and opposite directions. So pull it off of the pencil.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. And you're going to give it a nose cone.
Okay.
We're just using a tape nose cone, so just like I've done here.
Yeah.
We got to keep
that?
the fuel inside so it has something to push against.
Okay.
Yep. And since I already built one, we're actually going to set that one right there.
Okay.
Then you take your straw here. You're going to load it onto the launcher end.
Okay. Oh, I see where this is going, and I like it.
So
Ready?
pick which one of your studio people you want to aim at.
Maddie, you ready for it? It's coming right
Let's see
at
how
you.
far we can get it.
Okay, halfway.
Nice.
Halfway to
Nice.
the finish line. Fun.
So then you bring in the experiment part by, well, what can I do next time to get it to go further?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to add fins for stability. Maybe you need less paper so it's lighter. Maybe different tape. Maybe make an actual nose cone
Oh, my
that's pointy.
6-year-old would be so into this.
So many options with
All right,
just that
I got
one.
a quick minute left. Can you take us through one more?
Yes, I can. So this is a tea bag rocket. We are going to create a less dense air in the middle,
Okay.
which will eventually make the rocket rise. It's just
Okay.
one basic tea bag. Cut it off, dumped out the good smelling stuff.
Yes.
And hopefully we don't evacuate the building by setting off the
Annika,
fire
I did
alarm.
this actually at the first grade Halloween room mother party.
Did you? Did you
And
set
I'm
off the
just
fire alarm?
saying I shouldn't have done it. Look at it go! Woo! That was my sound effect for you. You're welcome.
That was fantastic.
Kids love that one. It's a crowd pleaser. Just don't do it on one of those vinyl plastic tablecloths. That's all I'm saying. There was a moment. There was a moment, but no schools were harmed in that Halloween party. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. So
You're welcome.
simple and so fun, and that's what we want for Summer Magic, which you created for us today. Where can we learn more about what you do?
DouglasScienceCenter.org. Go to the summer camps or Star Camp tab, specifically the summer camps, because we do have camps going on right now for
Awesome.
kids ages 10 to 15. Use the coupon code STUDIO5, and it will get you $65 off any camp registration for hearing about us on your show.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that. Studio 5 is your coupon code, and give us the website one more time.
DouglasScienceCenter.org.
You got it. Fun camps and fun things happening out there, and we're grateful to you for bringing that to our studio today. Thanks again.